Hi loves, Elina here, and today we are doing a short and sweet back-friendly core session. So let's dive right in. Come onto your back. Feet are flat on the floor, hips distance. You can just wiggle your hips a little side to side, perhaps hug your knees into your chest. Take a couple of circles on your sacrum if that feels good. Just trying to get a little bit of blood flow here towards our hip and pelvic area. So take any movement that feels good. And when you're ready, place your feet flat on the floor, hips distance apart. Place your hands on your hip points, which are the bony little protrusions at the front of your pelvis. You might have to dig a little bit to find them, but they're there. And just notice as you lay here completely neutral, that if I try to slide my hand underneath your low back, I could, right? There's a bit of space there, which is normal. It's part of the normal spine curvature. Now what I want you to do is on an inhale, arch your low back a bit so you feel the hip bones going towards your feet. On an exhale, press your low back into the mat. Feel your hip bones kind of disappearing a little bit. They go downward. Inhale, arch. Exhale, press the low back into the floor. Let's do a few more here. Inhale as you arch. And exhale, imprint into the mat. You can keep going here at your own breath, just inhaling as you arch. And exhale as you imprint. So as you press your low back into the mat, imagine that someone is trying to slide something underneath there, but they can't. Not even a piece of paper. That's how glued your low back is to the mat. Let's do one more here. Good. Come back to neutral. Place your hands by your side. Lift your legs up so that your knees are right over your hips and your shins are parallel to the floor. Here, you can kind of feel like you're arching, right? I can stick something underneath your back again. I want you to press your low back into the ground right here, and you'll feel that really fire up your core. So just simply being here is actually a lot of work for our abs, for our core muscles here in the front. Just breathe here for a moment. Just feel this, really press that low back into the floor. Keep pressing it into the floor. On an inhale, lower your right toes to touch the mat. Exhale, bring them back up. Inhale, lower your left toes to touch the mat, and exhale, bring them back up. Keep going here, and during this whole movement, keep that low back pressing into the floor. No one can slide even a piece of paper underneath there. This is one of those moves that look really, really easy, but if you do it right, you can really feel it, and I'm really feeling it right now. It looks so easy, but it's really quite a killer. Okay, keep going. And you can add a hissing sound to your exhale, so that will help you activate through your transverse abdominis even more, which is your deepest core muscle. Let's do one more each side. Good. Good job. All right, you can hug your knees into your chest. Just kind of wiggle a little bit, whatever you need to do. And as you're ready, we'll come back into that tabletop position. So shins are parallel to the floor, knees are right above the hips. And again, no arching. Press that low back into the floor. Keep it glued to the floor. From here, we're adding on. So reach your arms straight up. On an inhale, lower your right toes to touch the floor. And at the same time, you lower your left arm. So it's the opposite, right? Right leg and left arm. And other side. Again, you can make that hissing sound on the way up as you exhale, which will really help to activate those really deep core muscles. Beautiful. Keep going. I am burning like crazy. I hope you are too. If this is too easy for you, you can do it with straight legs. Or you can also add resistance bands around your legs. You can add resistance bands around your hands or your forearms. You can also do this with ankle weights to intensify. Oof, I don't need to intensify it right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do one more each side. Last one. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, hug those knees into your chest. Ooh, oh boy. Okay. Gonna do a similar thing, but we're gonna use both legs here. Now, if this is too hard, you just stick with one leg at a time. So push that low back into the ground or into the mat. Legs in tabletop position. On an inhale, lower both legs. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Keep going here. This is really hard. Keep going. 3 more. Good job. You're doing great. I'm dying too. Last one, just a bonus. Ooh, okay. Gonna change positions a little bit. So we're gonna involve our upper body a little bit more and our obliques. So kind of our side abdominals. So interlace your fingers behind your head. Bring your legs up to a 90-degree angle here in tabletop. On an exhale, lift your upper body up. So you're not like yanking your head up, you're lifting from the upper body and really those upper abdominals. And your shoulder blades are off the ground here. Elbows come wide, not here, they're out wide. On an inhale, lower your right leg, you straighten your right leg and you lower it as you twist over towards the left. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the right. So this is a crisscross, which again will work our obliques and our waist, those side abdominals. See if making that hissing sound helps you. All right. Ooh, 2 more each side. We got this. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Okay. Woo. Okay, we got 1 more move, guys. 1 more move. We can do this, right? It's like 10, I don't know, 12 minutes of our day. We got this. Now, for this one, we're going to do leg lifts. So you can place a block in between your thighs, your shins, or your knees. So you can, even your feet. I like placing it between my knees, but it all depends on your individual kind of anatomy. You might not want the block either. An alternative is simply just pressing your legs together, kind of gluing them together as if they were one. And if you have, if you need some space for flexibility, you could just bend your knees a little bit. Now point the toes, and you can place your hands in kind of this diamond shape. I'm like winded just from laying here. You can place your hands in this diamond shape underneath your tailbone to give you a bit of extra support. Now your low back is glued to the mat. Inhale, lower the legs down. Exhale, come back up. Now only go as low as you can with keeping that back glued to the mat. So you might be an inch off the floor, or you might be a little bit higher like me, and it's all good. Nice and slow here, controlled. Find that end range where your back wants to pop off the mat, but it doesn't, right? So right there is where you kind of turn around and go back up. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, let's do 3 more. 2, last one. Oh my goodness, okay. Great job, that was the last one. Whew, you are done. I am so proud of you. That is not easy. And those are really good exercises. They're used in physical therapy a lot. They're used, obviously, if you're familiar with Pilates, they're used a lot there. Ooh, and we can just You can lay on your belly for a bit, wiggle the hips side to side. You can stay here, or perhaps you come up on your forearms, stretching out those abs that worked so hard just now. Maybe you come up into kind of a seal pose here. Drive that pubic bone into the ground, engage the glutes, protect your low back, draw the belly in. Feel the stretch. And Sphinx pose, come back to crocodile. And that is it, my friends. You are done. Great job today, and I'll see you soon.